A new book series brings kids into the world of inventors and their inventions. Joining us this morning is author David Pridham, the author of the latest book in the If Not You series. Good morning, David. What is the significance of inventors and their inventions in today's world?
Hi, good morning. Thank you so much for having me today. It's interesting. I, in a prior life, used to try cases before juries, and that question was always the preeminent question when you're educating a jury about inventors and inventions. And so I always like to say that the story of inventions is the story of America. It was an important concept that the founding fathers built into the Constitution. Believe it or not, Thomas Jefferson, who was the first Secretary of State, actually corresponded back and forth with the first inventors to file for patents here in the United States. George Washington signed the first patents that were issued in this country. So it was important to the founding fathers. And over the years, if you take a look at the American system of patenting and inventing, that really has driven the world economy. Everything from the Industrial Revolution, the automobile and aerospace ages through space travel, and then even recently with technology coming out of Silicon Valley. And what we like to tell people is that the next generation of important inventors who are inventing the next vaccine or the next piece of technology are the kids that are reading our books today.
And what made you decide to write a children's book series?
Well, it's an interesting story. Usually my wife is with me on these interviews, and when we first met, we would always be asked what I did for a living. And I would start talking in hyper-technical speak, and eventually everyone's eyes in the room, including mine and my wife's, would glaze over and people would move on to something else. And Emberly looked at me once and said, we should really make an approachable storybook about what you do for our own children. And so that's how we came to write The Inventor in the Pink Pajamas. It was really a book that makes inventing and inventions and creativity digestible for kids in the 4 to 9 age range. And then it sort of snowballed from there. A boy building a treehouse and all the inventions that go into that. Our third book is about games and the games kids play and the games kids invent. Our fourth book is about a science fair that actually relates to clean energy, with saving the planet. And then our latest book is all about Christmas and the inventions that go into decorating a Christmas tree or building an ice rink in the backyard. So it's all about making a very esoteric concept digestible and approachable for children.
So tell us about your If Not You, Then Who Young Inventors Club.
Well, this is an exciting club that we started recently, and one of the pieces of feedback that Emberly and I would always get whenever we were reading our book in a classroom or in a hospital or talking to a group of kids is, well, how can I invent? Your stories are great. They tell me about what other people have done, but how can I participate in this? And so we created a Young Inventors Club, which is an online forum for families to sign up their children and submit different inventions that they come up with and get feedback, to participate in invention-related challenges, and to join an online community of family that is trying to learn more about creativity and also trying to foster creativity in their children. So we have our Young Inventors website. It's theyounginventorsclub.com, where folks can sign up for free and participate in the inventive community.
I love that, inspiring a new generation of inventors. Where can our viewers go to learn more about your books?
Well, if you go to ifnotyoubooks.com, you can learn all about our books. You can buy them. You can also link to the Young Inventors Club there. And then you can find us on Instagram and Facebook at If Not You Books.
Well, I looked them up and I love your books. David Pridham, thank you so much for joining us.
Great. Thank you for having me.
And as he mentioned, for more information, go to ifnotyoubooks.com.